Next here, we have Tractor Net Lease 60 DST. This one, again, is an all-cash, debt-free DST offering, and it's in West Palm Beach, Florida, the West Palm Beach MSA. It's an area called Riviera Beach, and so that's very rare for this type of a tenant. And this tenant, Tractor Supply Company, has a over $23 billion market capitalization. They're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. They've done incredibly well over the years. Again, doesn't guarantee that they're going to do well in the future, but it's definitely something to look at and consider. How well has this tenant done over the last 10, 20, 30 years? And we're very comfortable with Tractor Supply. And the location's really interesting because it's, a very dense infill location where many Tractor Supplies are in rural parts of the country. And doesn't mean that it's bad. We've got clients that have been invested in Tractor Supply DSTs over the years in very rural markets, and the properties have done very well for those investors in terms of monthly cash flow potential because of the tenant. But this one is interesting because we have that same strong credit tenant, and then we also have a 15-year lease in the West Palm Beach MSA. So again, it's a kind of a rare trophy location for Tractor Supply. So it's, again, an essential business. Tractor Supply paid their rent all throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Very important to note. It's 100% occupied. And for those of you that don't know, Tractor Supply is the largest national farm and ranch retail store brand in the nation. This property is adjacent to Sam's Club, a Walmart Supercenter, Restaurant Depot, and other national retailers. And the interesting thing about Palm Beach County, they're estimated to have over 1.4 billion in agricultural sales. So it's a large agricultural area, along with all the beaches and the tourism and industry that the Palm Beach area brings to mind. It's also a large agricultural sale area, and so that's why Tractor Supply wanted to be here for 15 years. So again, Tractor Supply is a public company whose stock is traded on the NASDAQ under the symbol TSCO, and they do carry an investment grade credit rating by Standard & Poor's of BBB. So to recap, all cash, debt free, 15-year long-term net lease, available for 1031 exchange as well as direct cash investment. We've got clients that have done 1031 exchanges over the years, and then after we've done well for them, they've said, hey, what else do you have that we could invest in? We're pulling money out of the stock market, or we're looking for something as an alternative to T-bills or CDs or just sitting in cash. And these DSTs that are debt-free can be a potential fit for clients like that are looking for some potential income and diversification. And so at the end of the day, all these DSTs that we're talking about, they are typically available for cash investors, around $25,000 minimum investments. But many of the clients that are participating in them are doing so via 1031 exchange. The interesting thing about this offering here is that it's got a 721 exchange exit potential. So investors, the sponsor on the offering is potentially going to call this property into a REIT and allow investors the opportunity to participate tax deferred via 721 exchange in the operating partnership of the REIT. For more information on that, definitely encourage everybody to read the private placement memorandum. It digs into the business plan as well as the risk factors on this asset, as well as all the other offerings that we're going over. And another thing to note that investors are interested in this one for is that it's an income tax-free state. So Florida, there's no income taxes in Florida. So if you visit kpi1031.com, you'll be able to log in for free access. And then also you'll get a number of different resources available to our investors on kpi1031.com. You get a free book, 1031 DST properties. So we'll send you a copy of that. A free subscription to the 1031 DST Digest magazine, which has all sorts of case studies, tenant overviews, educational resources and articles in the 1031 DST Digest. You'll get access to free educational 1031 DST conference calls. We host weekly conference calls every week with our investors on various topics in it regarding 1031 exchanges, asset classes, financing, debt-free, zero coupon offerings, different strategies to use when thinking about a 1031 exchange into DST properties. You get very, very educational conference calls. We'll get you access to those. Our team's here to help. We've done a lot of these DST transactions. We've helped thousands of investors nationwide complete 1031 exchanges into DSTs. We're here for you. Reach out to us at any time, and just really appreciate everybody taking the time to join us today.